ever rugby international. It's the USA who've targeted this one for a win against Tonga, playing their very first game of the tournament. Let's join your commentators, Scott Hastings, and first of all say good afternoon to Bob Simmons.
Very good afternoon, Jim. Good afternoon, everybody. It's a lovely day here in the south of France. 23 degrees, a balmy afternoon, but it's rather warm, I have to say, to play rugby. Just as well that these two countries are used to these conditions. The United States on the left in the white, Tonga as ever in the red. They'll get a great reception from the crowd down here. The United States, for the first time maybe, find themselves as favourites for a match after that performance against England. Both sides looking for just their third win in the history of this competition. 2 wins apiece so far. It's going to be a very, very tightly contested game. Scott, you've already seen the Tongans in action in the warm-up to this tournament against Edinburgh. How do you think this is going to go? What do you think of them to start with?
Yeah, huge physical presence here from Tonga, and keep an eye out for the fullback Lilo, and also Eteli Taioni in the centre, and Joseph Vaca, 18 stone 2 and 6'1", and he is a real monster. On the hoof, great running conditions here today down in Montpellier. The pitch is absolutely magnificent, but it's up to the USA to combat the physicality.
Both sides coming in for the national anthems. Mike Hercus leads the USA in the absence through injury of Francois Villiers, their South African-born fullback. And great anticipation certainly in the Tongan camp. They certainly believe that this might well be their competition. They've had a very difficult, very traumatic time in the last few years. Very few good victories, but they think they can come good here. They're rebuilding. They've got some outstanding young players. Now the USA, well, the sleeping giants. They've been the sleeping giants all along, haven't they? Getting ready then for the 2 national anthems. The Star-Spangled Banner and God Watch Over Tonga.
Would you please be abstaining from the national anthems of Tonga and the United States of America, recorded by the Republican Choir and the French Army Choir.
Now, God Watch Over Tonga. Two wonderful renditions then of the anthems. We have the Sipi Tau to come as well. That's the hack-up from Tonga. And to back up the earlier talk, they really are big lads. As we look then at the sides before we see the hack-up, USA making that one enforced change from the team that played against England. Albert Tuipulotu is the man who comes in at centre for Paul Emmerich. suspended for 5 weeks for that tackle, of course. On Tonga, well, they kick off their campaign today with a vastly experienced Heineken Cup winner making his debut. That's Finau Maka of Toulouse. And they're both in the back row. Nilo Luatu, another good exponent there, as we look forward then to the Civitao. Well, in fact, 3 of the American side know all about that, because 3 of them were actually born in Tonga. Mentioned Moe Akiola already, who scored the try in the first game. He is actually a cousin to the Tongan coach. Stuart Dickinson from Australia in his 3rd World Cup takes charge today. And it'll be Tonga who are going to kick off, I think. We're told they called in for an English pub lunch on their way out here and demolished 30 roast chickens, 60 pound of roast lamb, 60 pound of roast beef, down it with 40 litres of orange juice. And just as well they weren't very hungry then, isn't it? Referee just making sure they've swapped sides, having done the toss earlier. The United States will play from left to right, and it'll be the Tongans who will kick off the game here. Good back row players, as I say, but those 3 quarters of Pelleteone and Joseph Vaca we mentioned, they're both heavier than anybody in the back row at 18 stone 2 apiece. Quite incredible. I expect the Tongans really to go for it in this first half, and against an American side who will want to soak up the pressure and maybe hit back then in the closing stages, because there's always a question mark about the performance of the Tongans, Scott, in the latter stages.
Yeah, it's all to do about their fitness, but also their concentration, to concentrate for that full 80 minutes and to really, work the game plan, to work it and fight against the USA team.
Lucky Lutui into the line-out, into the front, good take. And a chance then to roll this one on. Finau Maka from Toulouse, wears the number 8 there. Already, fisticuffs beginning to break out. Louis Stanfield wearing 6 on the US side, looking to disrupt it. Sonny Havea, the scrum half, is organising things for the Tongans as they go on towards the line. Just a metre or so short, Stuart Dickinson moves round and towards the try. What a start then for Tonga. What a debut for the new number 8, Finau Maka. Within seconds of making his international debut, the man from Toulouse has scored a try.
Well, Finau Maka there just pops out the back of that driving maul, but it was a wonderful take in the second row for Paino Haia.
Alignment.
And they drove and they were patient. They had the leg drive there. And Finau Maka, well, what a size and brute of a man.
His brother also plays for Toulouse and has played for New Zealand. And I think maybe he was waiting to see if Graham Henry is going to come calling for him. In the end, he's opted to play for the country of his birth. Well, what great delight for him then. The goal kicker is Pierre Hola, who plays his rugby with the Kobe Steel team in Japan. Picture of concentration. He's the left-footed goal kicker. Looks to draw this one in. Nicely done. Just 2 minutes played then in this first half, and Tonga already in the lead, 7 points to 0.
Well, that's where the platform was set, and it was the discipline in around that contact and the drive, and they were patient. And of course, when you've got a man like Finau Maka at the back there, the power from that sort of distance was well set there.
The score is now 7 for Tonga and 0 for USA.
Well, if the USA thought they were favourites before this game, they've been brought down to earth with a bang by the Tongans. Just got a bit of luck there, as it's Lilo finally is able to get his hands on the ball.
Blue headgear, USA!
Opening it up immediately. Tonga What a breakout from defence by them. It's Sufanga. Just a little isolated, the man from Bree, but what good support play by them. Now to this 18-stoner then, it's Joseph Vaka. What a sight, what a start. Terrific play by Tonga as they move up again then towards the USA 22. Ola looking for the Maori sidestep. Good linking as well here. Tonga Witha out onto the far side, looking to stretch it again, Tonga. This is quite incredible. Havea keeps possession again. Once more, it's Maka, the try scorer. Makes it available well also. Havea out to the backs, not too many numbers out there. Again, adventure. Vaka with the chance of getting in at the corner. What a start, Scott.
Well, fantastic start. It was the big looping pass, though. Suka Ufanga sprinted down the touchline.
Back live then. This pressure is kept up on the USA, but that's a nice clearance kick by Chad Erskine, the scrum half. But in fact, no, it's gone out on the full. They'd come all the way back.
What a superb pass there. And this centre, Suka Ufanga, took it deep into the Eagles' territory. Some wonderful individual skill there. Great pace and swerve. And then hits the contact. Tackle in from Henry Bloomfield, the number 8 from the USA, just to stop the Tongan centre.
And the possession is there for Tonga. Tonga Wiha, the loose head prop, involved in the movement. Switch by Maka. To be a little high. Oh, referee's happy with it. Hola with a drop goal. Now the referee brings them back. Was playing an advantage. It's a penalty for offside. Right in front of the posts. So Hola went for it. Didn't cost anything to go for the drop goal because he knew the referee was going to bring them back for the kick in front of the posts.
Time out.
And really, you feel that the USA have absolutely been stung by that early riposte from Tonga. Fantastic start, the crowd right behind them. You can see here, it was Todd Clever who came in from an offside position. Stuart Dickinson, the referee, pinged it straight away. There you can see his arm was out. So no advantage came from the resultant drop goal. And Pierre Ola has an opportunity to stretch the lead.
Before the ball's out. Can't touch the halfback. Yeah, he can't touch halfback till he's got the ball.
Record point scorer, Pierre Ola. That's total and individual. Total of over 200. Noted goal kicker. I'll tell you, straight between the posts. 10 points to 0 to Tonga.
Well, it was interesting. Chad Erskine, the USA Eagles scrum half, just went up to clarify with Stuart Dickinson the penalty situation. Stuart Dickinson said he weren't allowed to touch the scrum half, the Tongan scrum half. That was where the penalty offence was occurred by Todd Clever.
Mike Hurkis, born in America, of Australian parents, brought up in Australia. With the kickoff, getting a little bit too deep and allowing these Tongans to run the ball back. Tonga Wiha again. Man from Northampton setting it up. And the USA finding it difficult to get into this game at all at the moment. Ball knocked forward this time by Lutui. So the referee will wait to see if the USA manage to get possession. No, in fact, penalising Tonga. Hands in on the ground that time.
Well, Aleli Lutui should have maybe passed that ball on that occasion. Wonderful cover tackle from Mike Hurkis, the USA Eagles fly half. Good drift defence there from the most experienced man in this team.
Used to play for Sale, for the Llanelli Scarlets, for the Newport Gwent Dragons in recent years.
Keep them up, no missiles coming in. Keep them up.
Just a replay there. So this is Sika from the Eagles going down on the ball, managing to regather.
On the USA side, Alec Parker and Mike Mangan, 4 and 5 are the two main jumpers. No ball as yet for Owen Lentz to use.
Time out.
In the end, the referee having to call a timeout. Well, not very good, that. Very cosmopolitan lineup this American, with their South Seas players, and Owen Lentz, the hooker,
Time back on.
was born in King Williamstown in South Africa. Into the line out then, as I say, Parker, Mangan, his main jumpers, 4 and 5. Tonga jumping right across the line, but the ball wasn't straight, I don't think, either.
Like
anyway. So Nililatu, the Tongan skipper, will obviously opt for the scrum down.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage.
Off for Tonga. So in a Havea. Played quite a bit of his rugby in England as well. Stourbridge, amongst other places.
Work after the ball comes in.
So the referee wanted to go out and sort it all out. In fact, I think it's Tonga Iha needing to put a boot back on. He loosely propped.
Steady and straight till the ball comes in. Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage. Stay on 7, USA.
Back to Hola. Beautiful, educated kick across field. Very unlucky.
They overcooked that one. Just putting too much on his left boot there. Just a few errors just creeping into this game early doors, but they're being enterprising. On that occasion on the far side, couldn't quite find the wing.
So it's for the first time in this game. Things have rather cooled down, maybe given the USA a chance to get some possession. Todd Clever beaten to it at the back of the line-out, though. Excellent play by the Tonga line-out. There. A good run that time. So again, a scrappy piece of play.
Well, in the set piece, Owen Lentz, he's missed. He's thrown one squint. He's had another one pinching it. It's his territory, it's possession, and if USA have not got a platform to work off, it becomes incredibly hard for their pack to play off the front foot. So a lot of pressure on Owen Lentz's throw-in.
Lee Stanfield wears 6 at the back. That's not a good throw again, but Alec Parker, the man from the Gentlemen of Aspen Club, does well. On the charge then, straight away goes to Sika, setting up the position on the 22 in front of the posts. And sloppy once again though. Once again going in over the top the USA forwards.
Stay up. Straight over Stuart.
And a position where they might have got some points back there, Scott.
Yeah, again, from the line-out take, it's all about getting that secondary possession and building the phases of play and then putting the Tongans under pressure. So Tonga actually getting a bit of an easy ride here from the USA team.
Difficult ball there in the sun, but that was a mistake. And Talesi Sika gets away with it. More so, the USA with the ball in hands. Kinomaka looking to turn the man over, but the referee again is playing an advantage.
Offside. He's come beyond the offside line and then gone in the side.
As soon as the Tongans came away with it through Joseph Vaka, then we see how difficult the sun is here.
Well, Sika showing great skills, but it was almost pounced upon by Joseph Vaka, who seemed to slip on the pitch.
Very tight angle for Mike Herkus here. Done pretty well in that situation. Zubet from South Africa on this side of the field, marking the line out just outside the 22. There's the USA skipper. Calls for the move now then. Going to get some accuracy into his throw this time. Goes flat towards the front. Poor throw again. And once again, it's cost the USA an opportunity. It's a scrum to Tonga.
Yeah, there's no platform for the USA Eagles to work off there. Mike McDonald, the prop forward, he was the one who threw it back, but it wasn't 5.
Touch, pause, engage. Get in out.
USA looking to put some pressure. So Maka, big, powerful man from Toulouse. Well, the Tongans have missed his contribution then over the years, but that time he compounds the felony rather. Referee, in fact, calling the two captains together immediately.
Well, we can't hear what Stuart Dickinson's saying, but what an impact this man, Fino Maka, making his debut, has made on this game already. Big, powerful, strapping lad.
Stuart Dickinson, I think, having some problems with his microphone, which is why we can't hear him at the moment. So the line-up this time well formed then, just inside the USA half. Again, though, it's a Tonga throw. Lutui finding his man that time. Again, bringing the man in from deep at pace. This is good play by Tonga. Ola out wide again to Vaka, the 18-stone winger. This time the ball slowed down a little, and there's a turnover, in fact. And Lentz making up for some of his throwing in the line-out with fine play that time in the loose. Herkus, beautiful pass. Now then, this man can move. Wenya, man from Zimbabwe, just been brought into the USA side. Stanfield keeps the pressure up. Chad Erskine wanted a penalty. Scrum halves do very often when the ball is that slow, but this man can shift, I can tell you.
Oh, he's an absolute flying machine. Good cover tackle, though, by Albert Tuipulotu. Brings his man down. Mike Herkus just showing there how he can bring his winger in. And it's this type of play that the USA Eagles, they want quick ball, they want the phase possession, and they want to put Tonga under some pressure. If they can build their play, they've got their territory.
Well, the man with Tongan connections at the back of the line-out, Henry Bloomfield for the USA, but put under pressure. Ball's gone forward in contact. It'll be a scrum to Tonga. Yeah, the USA Eagles platform there wasn't quite good enough, and it's just that simplicity of mistake from Henry Bloomfield costing his team possession. Chris Ozentowski is the tight head prop on this side for the States. Lilo's kick, not a good one. But maybe for the moment, just the sting has gone out of the game. The USA working hard after such an incredible start by Tonga. Parker again goes in at the line-out for Erskine. Poor pass this time in centre field, giving Asikia no chance, but able to make up for it, the USA. Not over-committing men to the contact area. They had plenty of men out wide. In the end, Tonga just going in and killing the ball once again. This is where the discipline becomes questionable.
Yeah, nearly Lato there, the flank forward. He was getting the referee's attention. It's all just a bit scrappy in around the contact here. Just the last 3 or 4 rucks. Very scrappy. And USA Eagles, well, Herkus managed to latch onto that ball, but really too many errors coming in from both sides.
Mike Herkus, also the most prolific point scorer for his country in the history of rugby. Over 350 points already. Very much the cornerstone of their side, particularly now with the absence of Emmerich in the centre. Fairly straight then for Mike Herkus. About 40 metres or so out. Just too far for him. So Tonga still lead by 10 points to 0. Diahola just slowing things down a little. It's very warm out there, as I say.
Yeah, the Tongans tend to kick long off a 22.
Maka, 8, working hard in there again. Looking to rip the ball away. Ozentowski wearing 3 for the USA. The USA have the possession. Herkus, suggestion of a gap. Wanted the switch for Bloomfield, but not the same dynamic impact as his opposite number, Maka. But it's Stanfield who's gone back, the flanker, to cover. normally plays number 8, corner flagging like a big number 8 does. Took a big challenge, big hit. This is much better from the USA. Lucas dummies the kick. Mangan, McDonald, the prop from Leeds, looking to put the speed merchant again in there, Gwenya. But again, the Tongans were up on him quickly. Lucas getting isolated. Not releasing the ball quickly enough. That's the problem when you get in an isolated position there.
Yeah, he just got himself exposed, Mike Hurkis. Just decided to go himself rather than pass the ball out wide and just ran into a Tongan wall, basically. Good play, though, by the Tongans, both. And Fino Maka there. And Topole putting the pressure on winning number 6 jersey, putting Hurkis under pressure.
That is a loose kick by Tonga, allowing Chris Wiles from Northampton the chance to set up Gwenya, the quick man again. They close him down quickly. Again, Salesi Sika, one of the other Tongan-born United States players, wearing 14, goes in on the ball. USA going forward. They'll get the put in at the scrum.
Again, it's interesting, Stuart Dickinson, the referee there, he was waiting for that ball to come out, but again, that contact area has been fiercely contested, and as a result, it gets a bit scrappy. USA aren't getting quick enough ball, so it's not getting a phased possession, so we're in a bit of a stop-start situation on this game.
No ball, stand up.
Still no ball, so they're having to wait
Crouch.
before going down.
Pause, engage. Steady now.
Erskine feeds. Scrum going down very quickly. Chad Erskine did very well in that game against England, man who plays his rugby in Waterloo. His halfback partner, Under Monroe, who we saw in action for Canada the other day against Wales. Bloomfield this time holds the ball up and finds Hurkis. No option there, just 2 men outside him, but a kick for the field position, but it's not good enough for the stage, really, is it?
Well, again, the platform is not being set right enough, and as a result, Henry Bloomfield, he was under pressure. Hurkis really just didn't have much option, although as you saw from that picture, a wider pass to Chris Wiles at full-back might have been a better option, especially with a flying machine on that far wing. Gwenya.
So it's another throw into the lineup for Latui, the man from Worcester. This time it's his turn to be careless, Todd Clever. And then Louis Stanfield, the back row man, managed to get ball on hands for the USA. Hurkis gets a deeper position this time, but in view of the fact that USA are really not operating as a line-out unit at all, Peter Thorburns' side, well, maybe the tactics are not the correct ones at this occasion, do you think?
Well, what the USA now have to do is put the squeeze on the Tongan line-out, put the squeeze on the throw, put the pressure on the hooker, Latui.
Woo, hold there, two, taking
So Latui prepares to put into the line out again. Topole with the call. That's sloppy play by the Tongans this time. Now it's Bloomfield into Hurkis, looking again to release the quick man on the far side, Gwenya. This time does well, not a great deal of rugby experience, but a 10.5 sprinter. So you can see why the US want to get him into the clear. Wiles 15 from Northampton, getting in the way a little bit there. Sentowski felt the force of that tackle from the Tongans, but it's available again then for the States. Hurkis, little kick through, again, it's not a good one. Lilo goes to ground. Ruck. It's a ruck ball, so no hands. And Hufanga is going to play scrum half. Just wanting to make sure the possession is safe. Hola. That's a suicidal kick. But Sika couldn't take advantage of it. And there's a little group of players isolated over here, and the referee, in fact, playing an advantage to Tonga. Here they come away with it through Joseph Vaca. Hola under pressure. And in the middle of the field now, Luciano Javier, the scrum half. So by hook or by crook, it looks as if they managed to get away with it. Good charge down again, that time though by the States. Good pressure, that's what they need to do. Chad Erskine once more in the middle of the action.
Well, mistakes from both sides on the kicking. First of all, it was the USA who Mike Hercus kicked possession away. Tonga just trying to be as brave and move the ball, but really it needs a cool head, and Pierre Hola should have cleared his lines first time.
Take against the head, not allowed by the referee.
Going early, number 3 is just driving straight across. Okay, early,
Mosson is the man penalised, the tight-head prop, wearing 3 for the USA.
Yeah, and Dickinson just indicating he was coming across his line, just driving diagonally, which upset the straightness of the scrum.
Don't forget then, there's more action for you today on ITV4. Coming up at 4:30, Japan against Fiji, followed immediately by Italy against Romania. But of course, don't forget the big one from Group A this Friday, England versus South Africa. Coverage begins at 7:30, and that's on ITV1. Tonga safer again at the line-out ball. Shame for Tonga, that pass just forward. Hola almost through the gap, wasn't he?
Well, he was, he picked his angle well. We'll see here from the replay though, the hooker had to adjust his pass onto his right hand. He didn't make the pass off his left hand, and as a result he overcooked it and put Hola through on a forward pass.
Stand up. Here it is, USA to come up. Half. Crouch. Touch.
So, having weathered the storm, early days, the USA now really must get some points on the board. But the scrum's been wheeled there by Tonga. Again, it's an indisciplined kick really by Hola. But at least it's put Tonga in a position where they can attack this ball. Scrum half going in. Javier trying to work it back, but prevented from doing so by the USA.
Superb work actually by Haile Tupole. He was right in there as the boot goes in from Sione Javier. Just trying to release the ball, but it was a penalty against the USA Eagles. But superb work, as I said, from the blind side forward to secure the ball.
I say, having weathered the storm, the USA then giving away this penalty and given the opportunity for Pierre Hola to extend the lead for Tonga. 25 minutes played in this first period.
And just a quick mention of the crowd here in this stadium, absolutely fantastic. There's a Mexican wave going round. The French have really got behind this tournament, and it's just been so colourful to be involved and watch.
So it's a long-range effort once more for Pierre Hola. Chips it in that time. Accuracy superb. Absolutely great kick from that distance, well within himself, and he extended the lead to 13 points now. What a start this is for Tonga.
Yeah, it was well played. There you see number 6 wearing the number 6 jersey, Haile Tupole. He went in there, he put the US Eagles under pressure. They couldn't release the ball quick enough, and Tonga, having weathered a little bit of storm and pressure from the USA, suddenly stretched that lead again.
Lucas that time goes short. Again, his men weren't really up there in some numbers to make something of that. The way they got away with it, ball just knocked forward by a Tongan hand. Every shape and size comes to rugby these days.
Well, Tonga played that particular ball. They made the mistake and the error, and it'll be the USA Eagles just to put this ball into the scrum.
Bloomfield was poised there for a little dart down this side, I think. USA with Chris Wiles up from fullback in the first receiver position on this side of the field.
Just near right, your picture there, Sione. To here, just been asked. Oh, here, just been asked to keep the scrum up.
Steady, hold steady.
Referee Stuart Dickinson's come over this side to check on it. Decides to award the free kick. Going in early this time, the Tongan scrum. Bloomfield then, big tackle coming in on him, but the USA once again have the possession through Alec Parker. Now that's good driving play by the second row forward, setting up the platform, which is exactly what they've needed.
Let it come, Red.
Bloomfield on this side of it, goes to the other side first of all though. Big bit hit this time on Isikia. And there's a turnover ball, is there? Well, there's a danger of it, but the USA managed to get it back. Bloomfield again to Herkus. Playing all these patterns, though, behind the advantage line. They must get over that, the USA. McDonald brought in. This time the prop is knocked to the ground. Erskine to Bloomfield. Again, they're looking to release the quick man. It's Tuipulotu first of all. A bit tight on that side of the field, so they'll have to come back this way this time. Herkus looking just to draw the man and then slip the ball into space. Something Emmerich did particularly well against England the other night.
Yeah, Emmerich and Herkus, they read off each other so well, and of course with the USA missing them, as he went through the gap there, he wasn't able to offload. But look, it's the double tackling that comes in from the Tongans. You just don't want to be hit by Albert Tuipulotu, and also, sorry, that was Albert Tuipulotu, been taken by Fino Maka. And it's the double tackle that comes into the contact situation that is such an area of the game that they pride themselves on.
Alec Parker taking the blow. Luke Gross, the second row forward for the USA, the oldest man in this competition, already out of the first two games because of injury, so the last thing they need is to lose another of their second row forwards. Some big hits going in there, aren't there?
Yeah, also Alec Parker is a great carry of the ball. You tend to find that there's a lot of good second rows in this World Cup who are also great footballers, who are able to take the ball up and into contact and offload.
Well, don't forget as well to keep tabs on our website, itv.com/rugby. You've got a chance now to ask our pundits your questions about the Rugby World Cup. The best questions will be answered here on ITV4 after the Italy-Romania game later this afternoon. That's the man who got us going in this first half, Fino Maka.
Time back on.
So the game will resume with just over 10 minutes to go to half-time. 7 points will make all the difference if the USA can get it at the end of this first period. And Erskine again switches the ball out left. Wenia again is held up. Battling in there was Tapole wearing 6 for Tonga.
And above you, Rod's the ball. 6 men above you.
And Tonga just putting enough pressure on the US Eagles, committing that offence. They're hanging on in the tackle area, but good play off the platform here. But again, getting across there, he's done a superb amount of work. Ali Tapole, wearing the number 6 jersey for Tonga. He's the one who pinched it out of the contact situation.
Not a great deal of distance once again on Pierre Paula's kick. Erskine really did well there, but again, at the moment he doesn't have the rugby ability maybe to go with the raw speed.
That was the recipient pass there that just put him off, and then one, and then one. You just want to give him a chance on the wing.
To his ball again to Tapole, the third member of this outstanding back row.
Stay back, USA.
And the skipper. Maka takes it on. Latu wearing 7 is never far away from the action either. Hola goes for the high kick and the tester for Chris Wiles. Does well. And again, Erskine couldn't take it cleanly, but once more though, forwards have tidied it up in the first instance. It's Sika, no, in fact, it's Sika going through. Herkus slipping the ball out wide to Selesi Sika.
Offside through here.
Offside decision this time against Tonga.
Let it go, 12 foot on the ground, please.
Chance for points here surely for the USA.
Well, super take here by Chris Wiles, but then the support from the Eagles through Alec Parker. He was able to release Albert Tuipulotu. Takes on his Tongan defence.
And 11, please. 11.
And it was resulting from this one that Tonga didn't get back onside, committed the sin of coming offside.
Referee in the meantime wants a word with the winger, Joseph Vaca.
Better advantage for them down here, but it occurred back there, okay? No more. Time back on.
Stuart Dickinson
Shot
just
for goal.
pointing out to Tonga that he'd spotted a late challenge, but played on the advantage. So the USA have a more advantageous position here, from which Hurkis can go for goal.
Yeah, it appears to have been Joseph Vaca who'd come in with that late tackle. Sometimes it's that sort of lack of concentration from Tonga, and the way their players are so committed to taking the man out with a hit, it often concedes penalties.
Mike Hurkis back in action after groin surgery just in June. Second attempt at goal in this first period. Very important now then for the USA to get some points on the board. Strike is good this time. Success at last then for the USA. They've reduced the Tongan lead to 10 points as we come up to half-time.
Well, USA just have to be patient. Albert Tuipulotu with the take there, handing off Sione Havia. And it's this type of running that the Eagles have got some classy players around. If they can string it together, they can put this Tongan team under pressure, but so far just haven't been able to secure enough ball.
Big deep kick out. Bloomfield. Late entrant really into international rugby at 34 years of age. Hurkis widening it out. Better angle for Chris Wiles to get the kick in. Just for the moment it looked as if the speedster on the left wing for the States, Wenwa, might get a chance there.
Yeah, uncharacteristic from Lilo, just not gathering the ball. But good play from USA Eagles, good pass from Hurkis to Chris Wiles, and Wiles obviously with the left foot, and suddenly they're back down on the halfway line and they can build a platform from there.
Referee calls them back for the original knock-on by Tonga. Tim Keane just to have a look at the scrummaging on this side. Erskine gets it away to Hurkis. Not a good pass, but gets up wide to Salesi Sika. Big and strong, taking on Vaca. Hurkis. Stanfield out, couldn't take it on. Here's the chance for Tonga to break. It's Hola, out onto the far side. The forwards over there for the moment, though. No three-quarters. So they weren't in a position really to finish that off.
Well, opportunities on both sides. First of all, the wide pass from Hurkis just didn't find his target. Good taken on though by Salesi Sika. Spilt here in the tackle, and as a result, Tonga then counter-attacked.
Time out.
It's a Pole. Came off the worst from that challenge. Thankfully, looks to be okay.
You're sitting up in the commentary position. You can see these tackles coming in from miles, but this is Hurkis. There's men over here. Just fires the pass, bang, in comes the tackle on Lewis Stanfield. But again, from that turnover, Tonga unable to punish the Eagles.
Chance for players on both sides to take on some water. It really is very warm out there. We do need to take some water breaks.
Down the middle half. Crouch, touch, pause, engage.
Again,
Steady
the
now,
scrum going
red.
down, tight on that touchline for the USA. Bloomfield, Erskine, the error, knocking it on. Oh, that's dangerous.
Well, good scrum there by Tonga. They stayed tight on that. They drove in, they turned the scrum, and they drove and they upset the platform.
Latu, Nearly Latu, wearing 7, the skipper for Tonga, just getting in there. Known as the Tongan Torpedo in New Zealand, where he plays his rugby.
Crouch, touch, pause, engage.
Finally happy to let them go down. Huge pressure in the front row there. Maka tidies it up. It's a poor kick this time by Hola. Chris Wiles, in the end, takes the responsibility. So 9 minutes of play still left in this first half. Tonga very much in control of things score-wise. 13 points to 3 they lead. Tapole, again linking, bringing in Lilo, the fullback. Little chip over the top. It's an easy ball surely for Salesi Sika to take. Turnover onto the Tongan side. And Hola. It's Latu. Intelligent little kick, looking for the break now then Tonga. As the USA defend well through Chris Wiles. And Chris Wiles coming away. Not much support for him. Now comes over to this side towards Todd Clever. Clever, just back in the USA, having played his rugby in New Zealand, but he's all on his own once more. USA, though, look to make this ball available. Bloomfield, the number 8, going in to aid Erskine. Tapole looking to driving back the Tongan. Has the chance gone for the USA? It's Hercus to McDonald. And driven back in the tackle by the Tongans. And the turnover for the South Sea side, but well, they might have taken fuller advantage of that.
Well, the turnover just costing these USA teams the opportunity. It was a bit like ping pong in there. He was Todd Clever. It was a shame because Clever ran away from his support, and whilst Chris Wiles, deep from his 22, looked for the support, unfortunately the flanker became isolated, couldn't get the quickness of ball.
So for the USA, it's really a case of missed opportunities in this first period. But here's the chance then. Oh, what a big tackle on Wenya. Super last-minute defence there by the Tongans. 7 points at this stage of the game would have been quite something. Again, the pass is a poor one to Palutu.
Rock! Rock!
USA have gone back
No, don't touch
many
it.
metres. Wiles outside again. Erskine can't fight him. Again, the USA are isolated.
Rock! No, rock!
It's a ruck ball. Tonga must keep their hands off it. Bloomfield with a drive-through, loses the ball, but the referee was playing an advantage all the while to the USA. He'll bring them back.
Well, superb break here from Hercus. Manages to deliver the ball into Nwenya, but it was a superb tackle by Tonga. They had the defence there in one of the flying machine. Super tackle. And a definite try stop there by Lilo, the fullback, who injured himself in the process, and he's still getting attention.
That was quite a tackle from the fullback. Young player, plays his rugby in Tonga, has just come on the scene really, during the Pacific Nations competition this season. Getting back to his feet.
It's worth pointing out the Eagles have just scorned chances with some poor half-back decisions. Again, Chad Erskine just not finding Mike Hercus on a couple of occasions, and as a result the ball's just been spilt the ground.
Lentz now then, can he get an accurate throw into his jumpers this time? The answer emphatically once more is no.
You can almost feel the frustration going around the ground because USA should be in this game and they're missing opportunities and chances like that. Lentz just not finding his man.
So with the
Crouch,
clock ticking away
touch,
towards
pause,
half-time.
engage. Steady
It's a
now.
defensive ball, and Tonga, I'm sure, would be happy to go in at the interval, leading by 13 points to 3. Might well have been 13-10, mightn't it?
Stay in, don't come up. And just keep pushing straight. Crouch.
Just
Touch.
time then
Pause.
for
Engage.
this move. It would be the last move of the first period. Big pressure coming in from the States, but Maka does well. Gets it clear to Vaca. Stuart Dickinson just checking, and yes, gets the message. But that is the end of the first half. What a start it's been then for Tonga. They really did well, taking an early score, and at the interval they go into the lead. 13 points to 3. Thanks very much indeed, Jim. We're going to have one change coming up on the Tongan side. Sione Tuipulotu wearing 20. It appears that it's the scrum half Sione Havia who's off the field. We'll check on that just shortly, as it'll be Mike Hercus, the USA skipper, who will in fact get the game underway. The second half underway. Now then, the big question, can the USA find their way back into this game? Hercus immediately switches it, but it's not a good one. 10 points, the gap between the sides. Vaca sends that ball long. The time for Wiles to have a look at things again. Hercus views a position down in the 22, but that's a poor kick. Tuifuya offloads the ball to Taioni, former Newcastle and Sale man. Good tackle on him by Chad Erskine. Latu again. There's the first touch for, yes, Tuipulotu, who's playing at scrum half now then. Aleki Latui. Can Tonga repeat what they did at the beginning of the game? And let's get a score in the opening minutes. Into centre field, asking the questions then. As the 6-footer at scrum half gets the ball away again. Ufanga offloads it. Needing to straighten it up and set up a platform here, which is exactly what Vaca also has got to do. Hola. Lilo. Out wide, goes forward surely. Yes, from Latui. This time, Tongan chance lost.
Well, Tonga having a go from the off. Dynamic running from Tonga. Great break in the midfield. Suka Ufanga. But a great covering tackle there, wasn't it, by Chad Erskine? But the pass on that occasion costing Tonga the possession. And Lilo just overcooking that one into the hands of Latia, the hooker.
20 there then. Sione Mone Tuipulotu. One of the veterans of this party for Tonga, but it's a penalty to the USA for offside. And so Hercus getting tight for position on this touchline. And then to get the ball safely into touch, because his side will have the throw in again, but his hooker, Owen Lentz, has not had a great deal of success so far in this game.
Just an offside decision here on the replacement. Sione Tuipulotu. Scrum half, he just broke a little bit early, just as Henry Blomfeld picked up from the back of the scrum. But yeah, there's a lot of pressure on getting the liner absolutely set. And Owen Lentz didn't throw particularly well, but of course there's the jumpers, the lifters, it's the communication, it's trying to get that bit right.
Parker at the front, safe take. Not the best line-out ball to get, but safety. That's what the USA wanted, to maintain the possession, so they can create this platform again. Looking to suck the strength out of the Tongans. This is good play by the USA forwards. Erskine calling for more effort as well. Todd Clever to start with.
Let it go now.
Lentz tackle on him, rather high from his opposite number, Latui. USA on the 22.
Rock! Push back.
Clever does well. Lentz too, takes it on another metre or so. Mangan 5-2, giving him support. Let's control the ball though in that position. Mike McDonald it was this time. The loose head prop. Moving further and further forward and into the 22. Penalty awarded against Tonga.
Well, we had far more control from that line out, and the drive was absolutely excellent. We didn't see that in the first half from USA, and that was patches of the game that reflected what happened against England. They played very, very well.
is an injury to Tapole as well, the flanker for Tonga. As we see again, that good play.
It's offside on the short side. They must go back.
Interesting decision there. On that occasion, it was Mike Hurkis' option was to go to the corner rather than go for a penalty. So
Red here.
again, if they can repeat, USA, if they can repeat what happened in the last line out, they'll obviously drive from it.
Lentz, accuracy again needed. He comes up with the goods again then to Alec Parker. Lentz too, in there again to organise things, get his hands on the ball. Now to drive forward. USA charging on towards the line. Bloomfield in there. Tapole looking to hold it up. Big defence from Tonga. Will it be enough? Referee couldn't see. USA were claiming it, so we'll go to the video ref.
That was the hooker Owen Lentz claiming that he got the ball over the whitewash. It was again a good drive. Good defence as well from Kisipulu, winning the number 3 jersey for Tonga.
So this is a big, big decision in this game. Here we go. Stuart Dickinson not in a position to see it, and I think on this side, USA do claim it in a moment.
Well, you just heard referee Stuart Dickinson say it's all a mystery.
Yeah.
You see the drive coming in here from the USA Eagles. Desperate defence from Tonga. Well, everybody's convinced apart from the referee, you can't see anything, and certainly from this position we can't see anything either.
It's very difficult, surely, for Stuart Dickinson to give the try under those circumstances. Now then, let's be a better angle. Owen Lentz too, burring away in there. Can't actually see even there whether he put the ball down or not.
It's interesting, you see Alec Parker pointing straight away at that point, but famous French player from the past, Serge Blanco, looking on with interest.
Yes, Mark.
Here comes the decision.
Okay, so we'll go 5-metre scrum, wide ball.
No way, indeed.
Okay.
But Stuart Dickinson could award that try. It'll be a 5-metre scrum to the USA.
Mark Lawrence sitting up in the truck watching that. Official couldn't give it as the television match official.
Rounds.
Still an opportunity then for the USA.
Engage.
Big period of play for them. Bloomfield controlling the ball at number 8. Clever with a pickup. Referee wants them to go down again, I think.
Well, they blew just as Clever, just picked the ball up the back. And they've been awarded the scrum, so that was a let-off because the scrum had turned around the full 90.
So this might well be crucial in the outcome of this game, even though we're only 5 minutes into the second period. Referee again decides that nobody is at fault this time. Kisipulu on the tight head side for Tonga against Mike McDonald, wearing 1 for the USA.
Stay up.
Good support for the USA here. You might hear in the background there. Ruskin feeds. Bloomfield with the pickup. Latu, the skipper, with the tackle. Cheer again for the States. It's Stanfield this time.
Push back. Push back.
Opportunities definitely for the USA. Mike McDonald, man who plays his rugby with Leeds.
Hands off. Let it go. No.
It's all very slow
Stay
though.
back.
Stanfield can take over. Just makes a couple of meters. All half so far. Been down in that territory. This time it's Parker with a drive. Bloomfield joins in from number 8. The man with Tongan connections. Driving on and on towards the line. Can he get it down? Just short. McDonald. Try finally awarded then for the USA. The pressure finally pays off. What a big score for the big prop from Leeds.
Yeah, superb patience there by the Eagles. And some impact from the number 8, Henry Bloomfield. He went for the corner first of all, but Mike McDonald went knee-high to a grasshopper as he went over the line there. Desperate defence coming in from Tonga. But McDonald, very important member of this US team, has the strength to go over.
Mike McDonald's 5th international try. Prolific try scorer for Leeds last season too with 10. Showing just why. Brings a smile to the face.
The score is now Tonga 13, USA 8.
I wonder where that supporter, I bet he's feeling a bit hot. He'll need a drink anyway in that suit.
So Hercus's team get the score they so desperately needed. As the boys in the studio were saying, questions about the ability of Tonga to last the pace. Hercus knows this is an important one. Not successful this time, though. USA, in turn, have brought on a replacement hooker in Blake Burdett, as we see again. This crowning moment for Mike McDonald.
Yeah, Mike Hercus with a good deft pass on the inside. And this is what USA have to do if they're going to get back into this game. They're just going to have to be patient. They were patient right from the build-up there. They drove well from the line out. They had the option to scrum again. They pick and drove. They were patient. They got the try. They're back in the game.
Just make sure they're behind you.
Mesdames, Messieurs, entrée sur le terrain pour les États-Unis du numéro 16, Blake Burdett.
Confirmation. Burdett on the field as a replacement at hooker for the USA. As Hercus widens it out again to Wiles. In fact, they're going to attack Selesi Sika. No knock on, says the referee. Puts the foot on the way. So it's a Sika, the centre, who keeps it going. Confidence sky high now then from the States. Hercus with the pass to Parker. He got away with it once. Mangan has to tidy it up again, though. Again, sloppy play. First touch for Blake Burdett. Manages to maintain possession for his side, though. Hercus. Dragging the kick this time. Lilo across to it comfortably. And the fullback finds a good touch. Key passage of play now, isn't it, Scott?
It was, superb again. Great running by Alec Parker, who was sprinting down the middle of the field. Here's Hercus. Hercus goes for that wide pass, but switches it back inside. Always great to see a lot forward go and take the ball on. But Parker then delivered the ball out to Mike McDonald, the prop forward, in acres of space with no man there, didn't draw anybody. And you really want USA Eagles to deliver that type of ball, get the support, get the possession. It's the lack of continuity that just lets them down a bit.
Some bodies all over the place and worry over Mike Hercus.
I wonder if he did that when he was switching that late pass. He turned round. And he might have just popped a little stomach muscle there, but concerns from the Eagles camp. Of course, had some surgery in the summer with his groin, and again, all these areas interlinked.
So the Tongan coach, Kudus Fialela, is concerned maybe a little at this stage as to how his side have started this second period. Ball once more for the USA through Mike Mangan. Much more control, isn't there, about their play in the second period so far. Erskine again asks his men, his forwards, to take it on that little step further. Mangan again. next score is certainly going to be very important, I think. Burdett, the replacement hooker, the last one to take it on. Erskine has a little look, spots something on the far side. It's McDonald, the try scorer, once more.
Interesting, the US Eagles just changing a tactic, always prepared to take the Tongans on, and then they're throwing it wide onto Mike Hercus.
Stanfill this time. To Paulie for Tonga, asking for reinforcements. Todd Clever looking to time this move from Burdett into the line. Out it comes again, though, Hercus. It's a poor kick, and he's in big bullet, Hercus. Ball is taken by Hufanga. Ball knocked forward in the challenge. And if Mike Hercus can't continue, that'll be a huge blow to the USA. Stanfill. Referee brings them back once more.
Well, Hercus looked in serious pain when he popped that ball up in the air. Good take on that occasion. Masuka Ufanga broke well, but then lost the possession. Good covering defence from the USA.
For the moment, Hercus looks as if he's going to continue. Doesn't look very comfortable, it must be said. Tonga wheeling it around. They are penalised for doing so this time. Pulling it all the way around. As they are about to make a replacement. It's the Mexican-born Inaka Pazauri who's going to come on. In the meantime, it's Hercus. That's injured with this kick. Could look to be okay.
He's still flinching a little bit. But on that occasion, the Tongans just guilty by taking that scrum round to the left, wheeling the scrum. Stuart Dickinson didn't have an option but to penalise Tonga. Under pressure a little bit.
Well, the first replacement to join Blake Burgett here is going to be Inaki Pazauri, but also, I think, Moe Akiola, the try scorer against England, coming on for Mike McDonald.
Ladies and gentlemen, replacement for USA.
Fresh legs then to try and aid the effort. The USA still trailing by 5 points. Tonga have hardly been out of their half yet in this half. There is a turnover ball though for Sionemone Tuipalutu to get away.
So this is the malfunctioning line-out that's hampering the amount of possession that USA are winning from the line-out.
Dead into the line. Untidy ball. So Tonga can steal it away. Faoso couldn't control it though. Yet more errors. Promising position for them, but it's Todd Clever now for the USA who comes away. Erskine gets it away. It'll sit up nicely for fullback Lilo. So Tonga looking just to cool things down, just to conserve things a little, because they've been under some big pressure, haven't they?
Very much so, and certainly from half-time, the USA have come out, they've decided to take on the Tongans up front. They've done well, they've made their substitutions, both in the front row and the back row, key substitutions, and that's putting pressure
towards the back of the line-out, and it's Stanfill who's moved to the number 8 position now, with Basauri on the flank. The USA just changed things there. Todd Clever.
10 red,
calling for
10
reinforcements red. In Esikia.
10 red,
asking the forwards once again to take it on. USA deciding this is the tactic that's going to do for them in this half against Tonga. It's all lateral for the moment, but here goes Erskine. Isolating themselves really there.
No, stay back.
Clever goes to play scrum half. First entry into the game for Moe Akiola. Now then, on this side of the field. Burdett brought down in the tackle once more as he tried to free some space for Wenya. Herkus once again to Moe Akiola. What an impact player he's proving to be. Some space, but again, the handling from the USA lets them down. What a great opportunity that was.
Well, there was a great angle there. But what an impact Moe Akiola's made already within this game. He's getting across the gain line. Suddenly, the USA are in behind the back. But it was the pass from Herkus onto the replacement by Bazzori. Didn't quite find his man. Didn't get the angles of running, otherwise he was in for a try.
Crouch, touch, pause, engage.
Bazzori, 19, on this side of the field, born in Mexico, educated in the States and then New Zealand. Now plays his rugby at Massy in France. That's what you call cosmopolitan, I think.
Well, it's part and parcel of the nature of the global game.
Crouch, touch, pause, engage.
Tuatulutu, Maka. Such a big impression at the start of this game. And again, breaking the gain line, breaking the tackle well. Looking to get away with that, wasn't he, really? Went to sleep.
He was, wasn't he? But again, good pick up there from Fino Maka. Made the hard yards, got Tonga onto the front foot, and we haven't seen too much of that in this second half. But the feint there from the scrum half, Sione Tuipulotu. Just sucking in Alec Parker, the big second row, into an offside position.
So the set piece will actually take place in the USA half.
That's fine, just there. With your front man.
Well, interesting area of the game, this. USA looking to defend the line out.
Figures in their favour. It could have been even more if they'd maintained possession. As it is now, it's Tonga with Hola. Latu, brilliant play by the skipper. Chance for Lilo on the far sides. In and over. That's the retort then from Tonga. Joseph Vaka. There he is at the end of the move, at the end of the breakaway. What a tremendous run, though, by the captain, Nili Latu.
It was the angle by Nili Latu, split up in the defence. Lilo stretched it even more. You almost felt he squeezed out, but it was the inside pass to Joseph Vaka. Vaka powers his way over the line, and suddenly the enterprise of Tonga stretches away from USA. Lilo, great runner of the ball, manages to offload. The big winger dots down over the corner.
What a big score that might well prove to be for Tonga as the USA came strongly back into this game. What a retort by the South Pacific side.
Well, Tonga had that move absolutely telegraphed straight off the training paddock, and from the cut line out, it was the angle that Nili Latu took which opened up the USA defence.
Joseph Vaka with his first ever international score in his fourth match. Man who plays for the World Fighting Bull team in Kobe, Japan. Another man who plies his trade in Japan, in Kobe, Pierre Hola, looks to add the extra points. Just drifts wide of the posts. But that, Scott, is a big score, I think.
Yeah, big score. You felt that USA were getting back into this game. But Lilo, well, he stretched the defence. Across game, Celeste Sika wearing the 14 jersey. But it was the pass inside and the support play from the big winger, Joseph Vaka, that got in over the corner.
18 stone of winger gets the try, a crucial one. for Tonga.
Mesdames et messieurs, changement pour l'équipe du Tonga.
The replacement coming on for the States in Philip Eloff. Fafafala Yasika is the man going off the field. Phil Eloff, South African-born player, has had a lot of injuries. Now coming back to form. Powerful runner in the centre as Herkus restarts the game. Stanfill doing the number 8 job, wearing 6, but playing at 8 now. Wiles again is getting isolated.
Well, good press defence there from Tonga. Straight up there was Albert to Piloto. But Chris Wiles, well, we saw him attack in the first half, wants to get his hands on the ball a little bit more. But Suka Ufanga got in with a tackle.
Crouch.
Still, USA
Touch.
ball.
Pause. Engage. Hold it steady.
To Chad Erskine. Stanfill controlling it at number 8. Looking for the switch, maybe. And Eloff drifted across, and the winger, Wenya, didn't really provide an angle for him. But now it's Herkus. Switches the ball beautifully. Good tackling, though. And there's a forward pass, and referee will allow play to continue. Bring the advantage to Tonga. Cross field, but they won't come back now, will they? Kick safely into touch.
A superb tackle from Neely Lato. Managed to get the ball there. But you just feel as though Herkus, there's a lot of space on Herkus's inside. Every time he makes those clever little breaks and offloads in the tackle, but you saw the flanker make a superb tackle there.
And don't forget, coming up next at 4:30, we have Japan against Fiji, followed immediately by Italy against Romania, and of course the big one from Group A this Friday, England versus South Africa. Coverage beginning at 7:30 on ITV1. And the USA looking to roll on the maul.
Yeah, this has been a profitable area for USA. If they can just get that platform well and set and drive, they'll put Tonga under pressure, because Tonga are going to be sucked in to defend it.
Ball has now gone to ground, though. Herkus, flat ball into the centre field for Eloff, draws a man. Can't get the ball out, though, cleanly to Mwenya. Good support, though. Inside him is Tuipulotu.
No, don't touch him.
Still building it up on this side of the field. Wiles. Inside ball, if that had been clean, there was a real chance there for the USA. As it is, they can again maintain their possession. Again, they're keeping it tight in there. Ball's gone to ground. Now Herkus. Dancing and going. Where's the support? Another missed opportunity for the moment anyway for the USA. They really have had the chances, but they failed to take them.
Well, it was another good break there by Mike Herkus, but on that occasion didn't quite get the support. Chad Erskine was there, but this is where the space is, in behind the back of the defence there. There's been acres of room. Herkus didn't have the pace, unfortunately didn't have the support. Chad Erskine had to take the tackle. But if Herkus keeps on attacking that gap and that channel just outside him, there's acres of room there. Not for the first time has he broken in that pocket.
Time out.
Latu again with that tackle.
Good defence by Latu. He's been absolutely outstanding, both in the defensive chores, he's always there, but also in the attack, of course, setting up that magnificent break that put Lilo over and then on to Joseph Vaca for that try.
We have another replacement in the vastly experienced Vaki for Tonga. Man who plays his rugby with Perpignan. I believe one of 12 players from the club who are playing in this World Cup, and only 2 of them are Frenchmen. That shows the sort of setup in French rugby at the moment. I think it's going to be the hero of the first half, Fino Maka, who's going to make way. And Lotto Filippini also coming on then. Fino Maka has left the action. Blake Burdett into the line-out for the USA. Alec Parker slips it to Mangan. USA just a couple of meters short of the line. Another chance to get into this contest. Untidy ball though for Erskine that time.
He did well to tidy up though and set the platform again.
That one, Moe Akiola again leading the charge. Good tidying up work this time by Yanaka Bazauri.
The UFC still have the put in here. It was a knock-on by Tonga. So again, the pressure on.
Another man on the ground, but I think the referee will want the game to continue here.
Time off.
No, the timeout has to be called in the end.
One sub.
Well, it appeared to be a hint of a knock-on there. Stuart Dickinson was certainly closer than I was. But just at this point here, this is where it just pops out. There it is. It looks as though it was 4 from Tonga at that point.
I think we have Toma Toke also coming onto the field.
Coming in is number 17, Toma Toke. Coming off is Mosson.
So a big scrum here for the US Eagles. They need to get on the scoreboard again. They need to put Tonga under pressure. They're going to have a chance to get back into this game.
That's the try line in the background.
Pause, engage. Holding steady.
It's all very, very tight. Tonga leading by 18 points to 8. Immediately penalised though. Stanfill takes it quickly, drives for the line. Gets some help from Toi Pelutu. Does he drive him over? Again, the referee, I think, will ask the video referee to have a look at that one.
You there, Mark?
Mark Lawrence again being asked then.
Is there any reason why I cannot award a try?
Interesting question being asked. Is there any reason why I can't award the try? Says Stuart Dickinson. It was Louis Stanfill who took the drive on his own with some help from Albert Tuipulotu, his centre. Did they get the ball down cleanly?
Well, Dickinson's looking here. He's having to go upstairs. We're going to have to look at another angle. But it was good thinking, though, by Louis Stanfill. He drove. Now, what about this? Look at that shoulder position. Drives through the tackle, brushes away Pierre Ola. Stays on his feet, gets the support from his centre. And this is the crucial bit now. Still see the ball. Well, he's over the line there.
Yeah. That surely must be a try, is it? Was he short? Did he get over the line?
It looked as though he was short first time out. It's whether it's the next one that comes in now. But they're pretty determined. The USA Eagles, well, they've retired.
Here comes the decision, I think.
Yes. Thank you.
Try, yes, is awarded. Big score for the USA. They're back to 18-13.
Well, it's given them a chance for the conversion to come. A lot of pressure now on Hercus to nearly an additional 2 points. But full credit to this USA team. They've stuck at it. They've put the Tongans under pressure in the tight. There's been a deliberate attack up front to make the drive count.
18 points to 13. 18 points to 15, if only Mike Hercus can nail this one. No doubt about it. Game on with the vengeance. USA with 7 more points. Can they snatch victory here?
Well, it's been a wonderful encounter. Both teams right in the thick of things. USA have given themselves a chance now. What sort of headset and minds are the Tongans in to come back from that?
Question has been asked as to how the Tongans might finish at the end of this game. Not so much maybe in terms of conditioning, but more the mental attitude. High tackle. Ola was not happy with that, but USA able to come away through Filipelov.
He's made quite an impact since he's come on.
Yeah, big, strong South African. There's another man, always makes an effort. Ola getting over the advantage line. Lucas again looking for the switch. That's presented nicely for the USA. So Lucas keeps the ball in hand. Was that the right tactic by Elof that time, do you think? It was a very, very strange decision by Tonga.
Well, USA, if we could get the ball back quickly, there was an opportunity to really counter-tackle what must be a very weak kick from Lilo.
Beautifully stolen, though, by Tonga. Really doing well in contact to pinch that ball away. Not much space on this side. This wasn't a particularly good one, but good play by Tuifau. Tonga going forward. Sionimone Tuipalutu waits at scrum half. Hola. There are men out on that side if they can get it away quickly. Maki. This could be a wonderful score for the forward. He's done so. The vastly experienced forward gets the try. Well, my word. Tonga back again.
Viliame Vaki, what a fantastic run. There's just this great gate that the South Sea Islanders run, and he ran a superb angle. Good pass though from Pierola, and then suddenly the break was on. He stayed big, he stepped in off his left foot, escaped the covering tackle there from the fullback Chris Wiles, and in under the post, and just lovely skill and such colour and fantastic running, dancing, spinning. Superb try.
And right at the posts as well, which has given Pierola the opportunity to make it 7. Once again, when it looked as if USA would bounce back, the Tongans get an important score.
Well, we said what sort of mindset they're in. Well, they ran at the Eagles side. They ran well, they ran the angles.
USA 15.
Viliame Vaki, remember that name. Former captain of his country, now in the veteran stage, coming off the bench, the 31-year-old man who's played a lot of his rugby in the second row and the back row, but he ran like a three-quarter there, didn't he? Acres of space this time for Mike Mangan. Just 9 minutes left. The States 2 scores behind. Lucas, not a good ball, looking to get it wild to Sika. Set up nicely. Tupu, pass for Tonga. No question that they want to clear the lines with the kick that time.
Well, not for the first time, Mike. Herkus just giving a poor pass out there. Here we go again. It's off the left hand, doesn't find his target. And also, he just felt that USA were playing too much rugby down in their own half after their own score, and that allowed Tonga just to attack to get themselves into the lead.
Beautiful take by Alec Parker again. Jumped so well in the line out. Elof getting it wide out once more to Wenya. Keep his feet back time. And the USA having to work hard to maintain the possession. They need to score quickly if they're going to get back into this game again. It's pretty predestined, though. Lucas having to wait for replacements to come in to help. It's Mangan. It's a forward pass.
Well, another error there from USA. That time from Mike Mangan, just with a poor pass, poor option. Just didn't really look and draw his man. Was more concerned about what was coming inside him.
Don't forget, keep in touch with developments this World Cup on itvcom.com/rugby. And you get a chance now to ask our pundits your questions about the Rugby World Cup. The best questions answered here on ITV4 after the Italy-Romania game. Tonga this time, quite happy to soak up the seconds. Hola. Just about gets his kick in. That'll be a line out.
Yeah, and it'll also be a Tongan throw from the charge down. But Tonga have added some wonderful colour to this tournament, some fantastic tries this afternoon. Half charge down by Lou Stanfield, the back row forward for USA. He's played well this afternoon.
Line out again then to Tonga. Not a good throw this time. The error comes from Tonga, allowing Todd Clever to take advantage for the States. Poor passing again, though. Eloff looking to tidy it up.
Yeah, we've seen a number of errors from the half-backs. They've just not delivered good passes throughout the whole game.
And looking to attack from behind the advantage line once more, though. So 19 Lotto Filipine putting the tackle for Tonga. And they've stolen the ball also, just what the doctor ordered in this position. Toma Toke taking it on, just another few yards. Now Hola. There's a huge gap there. Beautifully taken, though, by Chad Erskine.
Yeah, watch this, just keeps his eyes on the ball, fingers wide open. Great positioning by the scrum half. And a superb take and mark.
It would be a free kick, though, if it goes directly into touch. And he needs to keep it alive, surely. No? That means he's gained ground, but it'll be a throw into the line out by Tonga.
Yeah, you just wonder, they've got an opportunity, they've got to attack from deep.
Efraim Tagofa is the latest replacement for Tonga. The Worcesterman, Aleki Lutui. Both sides using the benches this afternoon because it's pretty hot out there. Tapule going in again. And Tonga will be very happy to run the clock down here. Just over 4 minutes of actual playing time to go. Hola, the general, switches it. This time the Tongans are penalised, not releasing the ball. Is there time, though, for the States?
Tupa there just taking the ball into the contact, doesn't release from the tackle area and rightly penalised. You really feel like there's a good clearance there by Mike Herkes, but you really feel as though they've got to score from this particular line-out.
Tongas might have been thinking in terms of a bonus point try as well, but they're having to defend it again. Blake Burdett into the line-out for the USA, stolen by Tonga. Into the welcoming arms of Tuipulotu, the replacement at scrum half. really you can say, Scott, that USA have never caught up, haven't they, after that start?
No, they haven't. They've actually been stung. Tonga thoroughly deserving the victory this afternoon. They've played well, they've stuck at it. And really, there's been too many errors from the USA side. That's cost them dearly.
Safe hands again from Tapule. Touch judge has his flag up. Spotted some indiscretions in that line-out. They'll come back after this play. Lucky pass this time. Stuart Dickinson takes time out to come over to this side of the field.
Come on, Christophe.
To check with Christophe Perdos from France on what he spotted here.
Well, Dickinson asking Christophe to come onto the pitch, actually, because obviously he's out of puff.
Number 4 wide. Got your VR.
Just pulls him down.
Yeah, put it
Okay.
down.
Are you sure it's number 4?
I think.
I think it's number 4.
Okay. Can you so penalty
Yeah,
on the
penalty
15
here,
to
Against number
Against
West,
White.
second
White.
row. I think
we'll
he was
go
being
back up.
accused of dragging the man by the hair.
number 4? Just pull on the guy's head, okay? Just leave it alone. Just get that fixed up while you're there as well.
And Parker is going to have to leave the field as well to get some treatment. That's the incident.
You can just see it there,
Oh,
yeah, he's just
yes.
pulling down on the jersey. So dangerous and illegal play.
From by the hair, I think, almost.
Time out.
Well, they got a handful of dreadlock, didn't he?
Yes. It's been quite a performer in the back row. A Highlander from Otago. Ball just going into touch. Don't forget, coming up after this game here on ITV4, they meet Rugby director Rob Andrew. He'll be speaking live to Jim. It's been a really difficult first week for England. It's coming up straight after this game. Should be interesting.
Well, can Tonga finish with a flurry? They're scoring off one of the last visits on a line out down into here with Vaca on the far side. What have they got planned off this one?
Tapule gets hands in it again. Really still battling away, still working hard. Pulu, I think it was, helping him in there. Tapule looking to clear things out. This looks better. On go Tonga, looking for the bonus point try then. Tuke managing to keep it alive for Tuipalutu. Piahola taking his eye off the ball.
A great play here by the Tongan forwards by just taking on the Eagles pack. But it was the mistake. Sometimes Piarola, and he anticipates the pass. On that occasion, the knock-on.
Crouch.
Surely the last play of the game then.
Touch. Pause. Engage.
Tonga good value for their victory. Do you think, Scott?
Well, they've played outstandingly well. They've thrown the ball around right from the off, and they've scored some cracking tries. Thoroughly deserved their victory because they were under pressure from this USC team as they got back in within touching point, within 3 points, but the riposte was to score a try out wide, and what a try it was through Joseph Vaca.
One more set scrap.
Crouch. Touch.
Tonga in the lead by 10 points. Second defeat then for the USA, having promised so much. But it's Erskine on the charge, gets it wide then to Winya. Finishing this game surely, in tremendous style. Can he actually finish though? Gets support from Clever. Winya just didn't quite know how to finish it, did he? Time will continue though, because it's going to be a penalty to the USA. Stuart Dickinson will bring them back again. got great pace, but he just didn't know how to finish, did he?
Well, he didn't, but he also, in the 80th minute in injury time, that's the first time we've seen the electric flying machine of the winger in Wenya.
Herkus takes it quickly to Peloto. Held up just short. Held off going this time. And that surely now will be it, yes! It's all over. Victory at the end of the day then for Tonga after that terrific start. They're absolutely delighted with that. Third victory in the history of this competition then for Tonga over the USA. Final score, USA 15, Tonga 25.
Thanks to Bob Simmons and to Scott Hastings there. Tonga arriving in the World Cup with a victory by 10 points over the USA, and they came here saying they will play their traditional running style, and they absolutely thrilled us, but the States perhaps paying 2 tough games in 4 days. We'll hear from Francois Pienaar, from Michael Liner and from Will